What else is there to say about Jalen Hurts? What else can be said? I can only think of three letters, an acronym. MVP. 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 What's up, Cerebral football fans? My name is Steven Hyder. This is Gate City Sports Channel. Hey, if you're new to the channel, maybe the first, second, third time you caught my content and you enjoyed today's discussion. We're on a journey, we're on a path. We just crossed over 6,800 subscribers. We're heading towards 7,500 subscribers. I would love for you to be a part of that equation. Join the Cerebral football community. Just need you to hit that subscribe button to do that. To my OG subscribers, hat in hand here, guys, here to ask you that favor, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, smash the like button, help me spike this algorithm, get this in front of new people that we could potentially convert into our little audience here on the YouTube. Today's topic, man, Jalen Hurts, man. I don't know how to describe this other than to say that I would have never, both of these guys I was big on, Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni. There's been a track record of me saying like, hey, man, I really believe, going back to 2021, I said, man, I really believe that something's going to happen here between these two. It's going to be a pretty good marriage. Never would I have thought that it was going to be as great as it has become. With that said, I just can't think of a better coach with the swagger, with the emotions on the sleeve, just someone who fits a city so perfectly, and a better quarterback. Just a guy who embodies the lunch pail, hard work. We make no excuses. The job's not done. We have not hoisted the Lombardi. Like, I can't think of a better fit. I can't think of a better marriage than Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts for this city. And I'll be straightforward. I was very concerned after what we saw on a short week, to be fair, a short week minus Dallas Goedert last weekend. That scared the crap out of me because it was like, man, I'm not too sure that this team is the same from the run game perspective without really having Dallas Goedert in there, right? I mean, the tight ends just didn't look good. It didn't look like this offense had a flow to it. I mean, we had foolish penalties that set us back to a 1st and 35 last week. Like, things just were missing. How about those tight ends this week? This time around, a full week of preparation. Now they're going into their second game. I'm not going to tell you that they were perfect. I'm not going to tell you that that things were excellent, that everything was executed the way exactly as you draw it up. What I will say is there was no Achilles heel with these tight ends. Now they haven't developed into the pass catching option that Dallas Goedert is, but they were serviceable in the running game last night. They played really well. They kind of helped set a tone, set an attitude. Hey, it's tough when you got a quarterback breaking you down for 153 yards on the ground. Set a franchise record. Broke Michael Vick's single-game rushing record for the Philadelphia Eagles. First time in franchise history that we've had a running back eclipse 140 yards. Well, two players. Just say two players eclipse 140 yards in a game. Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders. The Miles Sanders situation is going to be real interesting towards the end of the season, guys. I'm not too sure what they're going to do from a contract perspective. I do think that it is quite challenging. But I made a video earlier in the year, guys, and I talked about this. I said, I don't think it's improbable for Miles Sanders to hit 1,000 yards rushing. I know that the injuries have been frustrating with Miles Sanders. Always been a little bit of the nagging kind of hamstrings and, kind of stuff like that, like some muscle type stuff that goes on with him. With that said, I said, man, you keep this guy in the game for 16, 17 games. When you start averaging over 5 yards a rush, that's your career average is over 5.5 yards. It's a pure mathematical number thing here, guys. If he's healthy for 16 to 17 games, he's clearly going to eclipse 1,000 yards rushing. That prediction's looking real, real good right now. That prediction is looking good. We won't talk about the Josh Sweat prediction I made. We'll table that one. My guy did get in for a sack last night, so I did get that prediction right in the pregame. With that said, we were down Dallas Goedert. We have a whole host of, unproven, unknown commodities at the tight end position, young guys that we're all high on, but, hey, we don't really, we're still waiting to see what those guys develop into. And this offense, for the first time all season, put up 40 points without Dallas Goedert out there, without us really dominating a team through the air. We made plays. A.J. Brown had a pretty nice 20-some yard reception. Quez Watkins in the corner of the end zone, the front corner of the end zone with that reception. Touchdown catch. Boy, good gosh, that was a heck of a play, man. That was a really good snag, man. Quez is starting to emerge a little bit, I'm not going to lie. I mean, we definitely had our moments through the air, but this was just simply about lunch pail football. We're more physical than you are, and we're going to prove it to you. Man, offensively, there was a lot to be happy about from this game. These guys just went out there and just played a heck of a game. They fought. They fought for everything. They fought for it, man. 40 points. It's crazy. We're 10-1. 10-1. There's only been 4 other separate times in franchise history, this being the 5th time, that the Philadelphia Eagles have been 10-1. 1948, which we won a championship. 1980, which we played in the Super Bowl. 84, which didn't quite go our way. And in 2017, which we won a Super Bowl. 3 Super Bowl appearances, or 3 championship appearances. 2 championship, victories, one being a Lombardi. Things are looking good for this year, guys. Things are looking good behind our MVP candidate quarterback. There is a clip from way back when we did that major collab. I set up a major collab where I had LB and I had Philly 500, I had Philly Mike, I had E-Rock, I had some former collegiate players, Justin Arth, former quarterback, I had Jalen Williams, former offensive lineman, I had Dubs, the O-line guru, former offensive lineman. I had all these guys kind of contribute on a video where we talked about Jalen Hurts, right? Where we talked about the only underdog story the Philadelphia Eagles need. And E-Rock at the end of that video said something that has stuck with me, which he was talking more so about the fan base. And this city has always yearned for the dual threat quarterback, the true ultimate weapon. Whew. I think we found it. I think we found that ultimate weapon. I really do. All right, y'all, if you want to see what E-Rock said, if you guys want to go back and revisit that conversation that we had over the summer, I'll link it at the end of this video. I appreciate you guys so much. What can we say, guys, other than MVP? MVP. MVP.